on Child Protective Services nationwide. Activate immediate change. Every day that passes means more and more families and children and babies, and let me add this part, and newborns, okay? Yes, newborns. Yes. Newborns are subject to being held hostage and their lives destroyed. Abolish the federal and state financial incentives that have turned CPS, or Child Protective Services, into a business that separates family for money incentives. Grant to parents the rights verbally and in writing. Mandate a search for family members to be given the opportunity to adopt their own relatives, rather than if children need to be removed permanently. Mandate a jury by trial where every piece of evidence... Sorry, exactly. That was my speaker turning off. But on that note, yes, I'm gonna put it back to where I was at because it moved it. That's exactly what we need. That is, oh my gosh, I can't, wow, see, I can't even talk. It's just, that is exactly what we need. We need a trial by jury, because majority of the times, as you would know, if you've been in, the juvenile dependency courts, there is no oversight, and basically everything is pretty much like in secret, and it's not public, and it's not open to the public. So whatever they say, whatever they do is, it's kind of like nobody knows except for you, and a lot of the times they get away with just a lot of fraudulent things and just perjury, and it's just a bunch of craziness, and no one's there to just set things straight. And in my case, I have a lot of evidence, and it's not even being allowed in the court. I have concrete proof to, like, literally probably giving my child back, and it's not being allowed on the record, to put the evidence on record, and that's just crazy. So sorry, my speaker messed up where I was at, so I have to find it again. Okay. So I mandate a trial by jury where every piece of evidence is presented before permanently removing a child from his or her parents. Open family court, or in majority of, because there's family court, people don't see this as a thing. People don't understand there's a difference between family court or family law and juvenile dependency court. They're two different things. They're similar, but they do work differently. So I believe it should be for both. Remove the secrecy. Allow the press and family members access. Give parents the opportunity in court to speak and be part of their children's future. Require a warrant or a positive emergency circumstance before removing children from their parents. Judge Arthur G. Christensen, I don't know how to say that last name, Christensen, Utah Bar Journal, January of 1997, reported that, except in emergency circumstances, including the need for immediate medical care, require warrants upon affidavits of probable cause before entry upon private property is permitted for the forcible removal of children from their parents. Uphold the laws when someone fabricates or presents false evidence. If a parent alleges fraud, hold a hearing with the right to discovery of all evidence made available to parents. Final remarks. On my desk are scores of cases of exhausted families and terrified children. Excuse me. It has been beyond me to turn my back on these suffering, crying, and beaten down individuals. We are mistreating the most innocent. Child Protective Services have become an adult-centered business to the detriment of children. No longer is judgment based on what the child needs or who the child wants to be with, or with whom or what is really best for the whole family. It is some adult or bureaucracy who makes the decisions based often on just hearsay, without ever consulting a family member, or just what is convenient, profitable, or less troublesome for the social workers. I have witnessed such injustice and harm brought to so many families that I am not sure if I even believe that reform of the system is even possible. The system cannot be trusted. It does not serve the people. It sorry, I've never heard of this word. Hold on. It obliterates families and children simply because it has the power to do so. Children deserve better. Families deserve better. It's time to pull back the curtain and set our children and families free. Speak up for those who cannot speak up for themselves, for the rights of all who are victims. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and the needy. Taken from an investigation report into CPS.